Hey, friends. Thanks for listening to the Christian Education and Leadership Podcast. Today's episode is the third post in a three-part series on strengthening communication between home and school, building parent partnership by how we answer. Let your conversation be always full of grace, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone. Colossians 4:6. In part 1, when parents speak, we listen. We emphasize that parents must be heard with humility. In part 2, finding the gold in what parents share, we explored how to process their feedback with discernment. Now, in part 3, we focus on the final step, how we answer. The way we respond to parents communicates as much as the content itself. An answer can either build trust and deepen partnership or create distance and frustration. Parents are not an outside audience. They are first stakeholders and co-laborers in the mission to raise disciples of Christ. This relationship deserves thoughtful, grace-filled responses, answering with grace and truth. Every response should carry the weight of Colossians 4:6, words full of grace, seasoned with truth. Grace affirms the parent's effort, recognizes their perspective, and shows care. Truth clarifies what is best for the student body, what aligns with mission, and what keeps us faithful to Christ. Grace without truth leads to appeasement, while truth without grace comes across as cold. Together, they build credibility and partnership. Practical strategies, informal and formal. Practically, how we respond is paramount to building the partnership with parents found in most Christian school mission statements. But parent feedback can be messy. How do we respond wisely? Here are a few strategies. Breaking informal strategies. Coach and train your leadership team. Equip them in the art and science of taking parent meetings. The key is consistency, so parents experience the same approach regardless of which department or administrator they engage. Model listening without defensiveness. Teach your team to focus on behaviors and events rather than emotions, and to identify patterns or repeated concerns. Know when to end a conversation. Some conversations cross professional lines, and leaders need discernment to shut them down respectfully but firmly. Formal strategies. Use structured instruments to collect input. Consider whether discussion groups, parent surveys, or feedback forms would best serve your community. Use these tools to gain a pulse on how the mission is being carried out, what's working, and where growth is needed. Host open houses or parent coffees. These allow common questions to be addressed in a group setting, increasing efficiency and transparency. Follow through on feedback. Too often, survey results stay buried in a spreadsheet. This creates an us versus them mentality between parents and administration. Instead, communicate ahead of time how results will be shared, through a video update, written report, or a live parent meeting. Transparency, paired with controlled messaging, builds trust. Processing the data. Survey results and parent feedback are helpful clues. Resist the temptation to interpret them too quickly. Instead, categorize responses first, look for themes, and then engage staff or additional parent groups to understand the why behind the data. This reduces bias and sets up a more accurate improvement process. Urgent matters. Some issues, such as school safety concerns or major personnel changes, require immediate communication. In these cases, timely responses matter as much as tone. Proactive updates reassure parents that leaders are aware, engaged, and acting with integrity. Final word. Parent partnership is indeed easier said than done. It requires the humility to listen, the wisdom to process, and the courage to answer with grace and truth. Schools that commit to this threefold posture build more than strong communication. They build a culture where home and school move forward together in the shared mission of raising disciples of Jesus Christ.